What's the deal, man? We back in full effect. I am very excited today. Today is the day. UFC 285. The champ has risen once again. I am very excited for this fight, you guys. It's been 3 years since Jon Jones last fought. Going up against Ciryl Gane. Is anyone worried? Is anyone worried about this? As a Jon Jones fan myself, I cannot say that I'm worried about this fight. I have a lot of takeaways from all of the build-up leading up to this fight and everything that's going on. And just hearing a lot of Jon Jones interviews. Very cool to hear where the champ's headspace is at. Let's just remind you, man, 27-0, never lost, legend killer, stomped out every legend that we thought, well, they're still legends, but, you know, just, if you were a Jon Jones fan, when he was first going, like when he was smacking up Rampage, Leota, Shogun, only those like first three, but smacking up all those dudes, even DC, man, like, it made you not realize how legendary the guys that he was beating up were, like, how they're all-time amazing and special, and Jon Jones just walked them down, made him fight at his pace, got to take down at will. He did whatever he wanted to, and really made a lot of these fighters that were like the scariest men in the world look like, you know, just another person that he beat up. But there's a lot of differences from when Jon was fighting then to now. And I think the biggest one is how big the sport has gotten. In 1 year, I think in this last year, the UFC grew 40%. So almost double. That's no joke. And Jon was really in his heyday. Most of it was kind of prior to Conor being Conor getting the sport where he got it to. I know he had some fights in that time period, but he really wasn't experiencing how big the UFC was. And I say that because with this event, he's just been saying, he can't stop talking about the production. He's continuing to mention, like, man, I've never seen it anything like this, man. Like, this is crazy. I'm just enjoying it. It's pretty wild, man. It's cool to see him really get his flowers this time. And it's not like everyone hating on him and people booing him and saying he's a bad person and stuff. I think sometimes we forget, like when someone's currently in their moment, we hold them to a different standard than we hold, you know, other legendary greats. Like, no one would ever say Mike Tyson's a perfect person, right? Like, there's a lot of examples of people that they do some different stuff in their personal life, and they someone calling me, see, they're getting ready to come to this fight or come watch this fight. But yeah, we look at guys different when they're currently in it. We're like, what is this guy doing? This guy's stupid, whatever. But when we look at all these other greats that had problems in their past, whatever they ended up doing, whether it was drugs, you know, whatever different things they had going on, we just look at it as their story. Yeah, he was crazy, but, you know, you're probably a little crazy when you become the all-time greatest fighter in the world, right? We give him that leeway, but we weren't really giving Jon that leeway. I feel like now Jon is able to see what people really think about him. Because when you have years of being away from the sport, we're all talking about, even guys that are casuals are like, no, Jon is definitely the all-time great. Like, there's no debating about it. Jon's the guy. And we don't always give people, we don't always give him that leeway. We didn't give it to him prior to that. But now he's getting all the love. The production is up there. The promotion's on a different level. And he's really being treated like the king he should be treated as, and as he should have been back then. Again, back then, people were also not watching the fights because they're like, yeah, we already know what's going to happen. This guy destroys everyone. Because a casual fan, if they just see, oh, this is a guy that no one can beat, he beats everybody, they're looking at it like, oh, why would I watch? Not even caring that he's beating legendary guys. Like, he's beating the top tier guys that are, you know, he shut down a lot of stuff for a lot of guys as far as title hopes went. All right. Now I've blabbed enough. I want to get on some footage, some of this lead up I've seen from Jon and what he's talking about. Because I've honestly never seen him break a fighter down as much as he has in this one. Not saying he doesn't break them down mentally, but I've never seen him just like pretty much describe the entirety of the fighters he's going up against. So I'm going to let this video rock.
He has no. I'm going to prove it. I think Thiago Santos could beat a heavyweight Ciryl Gane. Oh, I've fought better fighters than this, and I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it.
There's a lot
His takedown defense is terrible. Damn. He has no ground game. He has those ankle locks, which we're very prepared for. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to dominate this fight.
Well, John, Fernand Lopez has said that wrestling will be your plan A. I mean, do you think that will be the way that you sort of explore this fight first up?
Yeah, I'll just go with that. I'll say it.
Well, you've set the table very well for us, Jon Jones. We can't wait for this weekend. Thank you so much for your time on Fox Sports, and we wish you all the best this weekend.
Sorry about talking about the pills. Prepared for.
Let me see.
Dude, I fought guys like Lyoto Machida. I've never seen before. Absolutely nothing. There's no study. He has patterns.
Oh, there we go.
Special.
Sorry.
Compared to.
Shout out to Hulk.
I feel like Ciryl Gane is a really good fighter. He's special compared to most heavyweights. But I don't feel like I fight like the other heavyweights at all. And I could talk about it as much as I like. I'll show you guys on Saturday. Gane is very predictable. He has patterns. He's the type of guy who'll throw the same kick 3 times in a row. When he's in his orthodox stance, there's things that he does every time. When he's in his southpaw stance, there's things that he does every time. I'm a big guy. I'm studying footage and things like that, and I've done my homework. Ciryl Gane has nothing that I've never seen before. Absolutely nothing. There's no crazy speed or really sharp boxing combinations or like these extraordinary taekwondo kicks that just come out of this weird angles. He'll go for a spinning back kick and they're sloppy. You miss half the time. The fans are just so impressed by him. He bounces around. He has a really quick jab. He bounces around. He can retreat really quickly, but dude, I fought guys like Lyoto Machida, guys who started kickboxing when they were 4 years old.
It is true.
You know what? I go as far to say, I believe Thiago Santos
and that's the part we started at. All right, if I'm Ciryl Gane, I'm not liking this. I am not liking the way that the greatest of all time is speaking about me, especially if it's true. And if I'm Ciryl and I go back and watch my old fights and I'm like, dang, I did throw the same kick 3 times every time I go into orthodox, like. It's a little stressful. I don't know. I ain't never been in Ciryl Gane's shoes. I mean, he already fought Francis. Francis is pretty scary. He was holding his own and tagging him up. Also, Jon did say, like, I fought against Lyoto Machida. Bruh, Lyoto Machida against Jon, like, Lyoto's great, and he is amazing. He has those, like, quick sprints where he just blitz people, bro, and there's just nothing you could do. And he did tag up Jon a little. Like, he tagged him once, and Jon was acting like it was the hardest punch he ever got hit with in his life. He was like, man, a lot of dudes I already know would have been stanky legging. But, that's literally what he said. But, I showed some heart in there. And, like, bro, I was like, Jon, that's because you've never been hit. Like, that was the version of Jon, the greatest of all time, showing us his heart. When, like, back then, no one was touching. No one could touch him at all. So it's like, yeah, I guess you did get hit with one. Like, most people are going to get hit in the fight. Like, most people don't leave out the fight with their face looking exactly the same. But yeah, he was way smaller than Jon. So it's like, you could be a less great kickboxer, or actually, Lyoto's more of a karate guy. You could be a less great striker, but be much longer and do more damage to Jon. And who's my example? Alexander Gustafsson. Come on, no one is going to say just strike for strike that he's better than Lyoto Machida was, but he's got a 6'4" frame, bro. That's way different. It's way different. The range is different. All that's different. All right. So Jon is saying all this about Ciryl Gane. That's one thing, right? To go on your interview, you're bantering with Whitaker, Volk, all that good stuff, Fox Sports, Australia, mate. That's all cool. Do your thing. But it's way different to have this energy when you're sitting across from a guy or sitting beside a guy. Let's see what Jon had to say about Ciryl Gane to his face at the UFC 285 press conference. Let's see it.
Go ahead, buddy. Question for Jon. Jon, why do you think Ciryl is the most incomplete fighter in the top 5 at heavyweight?
Like that, Jon.
I respect Ciryl Gane. I really do. And I say this humbly, but, I study film constantly, and I just see a lot of patterns. When he's in one stance, there's things he really loves to do. He goes to the same well a lot. When he's in the opposite stand, he has his tendencies. And outside of that, I realized that he doesn't really have much wrestling. He relies on evasion, trying to get away. He relies on jiu-jitsu instead of solid takedown defense. And same with the ground game. I watched Francis Ngannou be able to rack up, I think, maybe 5-6 minutes of top time in that fight. And Francis is not a guy that's known to control people on the top. So he does have the striking down. I don't think defensively he's a very strong kickboxer. He has a really nice offense. Like I said, his defense is mainly in his footwork. And the two other big holes are jiu-jitsu and wrestling.
And a lot of fans are wondering, what song are you going to walk out to on Saturday night?
I'm thinking a little.
We don't care about that. He said it to his face. He said it to his face, ladies and gentlemen. No, didn't mince his words at all. That's the expression I'm looking for. He did not mince his words at all. He gave it up to him, man. He 110% gave it up to this man, and I don't think Ciryl's gonna appreciate that, man. I'll be going crazy if I'm sitting at a press conference and this motherfucker, who's the greatest of all time, and everyone knows it, is just like breaking me apart as a fighter. Like, nah, he got hella tendencies. His jiu-jitsu ain't good. His wrestling ain't good. He works more on evasion. Even as a kickboxer, by the way, I know I said he's a good kickboxer, but by the way, he don't really have that great defense. He just relies on footwork and kind of getting out the way and circling the cage. That's a diss. That's a diss. Let's expand.
Challenge. His attributes may see in Ciryl that in his attributes make him a definite challenge.
I would say that his footwork is rare for a heavyweight. It's not something that he sustains usually for an entire fight. Round 1, round 2. Maybe even round 3, depending on how things are going, he moves around a lot more than the average heavyweight. But I've seen through footage that usually by the championship rounds, a lot of that bounce is gone. And then another thing that makes him really different is
that bounce being gone at that point in fights is a little scary. Because every fight you ever seen John, even the ones that y'all wanted to say, oh, he lost this one, they robbed the other dude, all that bullshit. He was walking him down in the 4th and 5th round. I've never seen John look tired in the 4th and 5th round. I've never seen him be at anyone else's pace in the 4th and 5th round. Name anybody, bro. Dominic Reyes, yeah. Bro, come on, y'all want to say he got the fight? Bro, if that went to a 6th and 7th round, it wouldn't even make it to a 7th round. John was lighting him up in the 5th round, bro. Looking like a champion, championship cardio, championship pace. So if you're saying Ciryl slows up a bit in those rounds, Shuckaroonies.
There's a lot of heavyweights, they depend on proper defense to block punches and block kicks, where we've noticed Ciryl Gane, he just likes to back out really quick. But that's his gift, his ability to move his feet. Outside of that, I feel like everything about his skill set are things that I've seen before.
Ciryl, recognizing John as the GOAT, do you feel like...
So this dude just talked all that shit about you. And, like, look at Ciryl's response to all this.
What you did in your camp had to be restructured to fight the GOAT.
Yes, I'm really happy to this opportunity. I realize and I like the feeling. I like it. Hey, okay. I like the feeling. I know we have a lot of fans behind him, and I like that. Coming back from 3 years ago, that's cool, and I'm really aware about the opportunity. I know who is this guy, and I respect this guy another time, and we're gonna do war. No worries for that.
That's it. Ciryl is the nicest dude, bro. Like, you could never really root like against him, at least in like a negative way. Like, you want to see dude get like just get lit up. I mean, John's gonna win. I want John to win, but like, I don't necessarily want Ciryl to lose, if that makes sense. Like, that dude is the nicest guy ever, bro. Like, I'll be heated. The dude even saying, so how do you feel about the GOAT saying this? Or did you have to make changes in preparation? But like, hey, I ain't fought him yet, so you're not the GOAT. How he's a GOAT, he ain't fought me yet. If he gets me, I'll give him GOAT status, but he ain't get me yet. And he ain't get Francis. And Francis is the only one that got me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be different, but also, I wouldn't be out there. Shout out to basketball. No, I got hands though, but I'm just saying, not at this level, bro. Not at this level. All right, let's see what else he had to say. Another question asked about John. He has every chance in the world to light up John verbally.
Like a natural heavyweight to you now?
Oh,
I believe.
Go ahead, brother.
Proof she's well, and I'm right. It's given me a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, a lot of like things to see, know about the opponent. And definitely my previous fight was kind of like challenging fight, but I passed it, and I show that I'm real champion. I'm here to battle the struggles and everything. And here I know I will face very good opponent. Alexa, she's very strong fighter, but here's the only one champion, and I will show and prove for a long time there is only one champion in this weight class.
Bruh, Shevchenko, bro, I feel like she like the sweetest lady ever. Like, that was so cute, because like she talking like Floyd or something. Like, I mean, just like any true champ and stuff, what she is, and letting them know like, yeah, I'm the one. But like, look at her reaction right after she says it. Like, she seems like she's really nice and like really humble. But like, obviously, you gotta promote the fight. You gotta speak for yourself as a champ. It's just so funny. Look at
champion in this weight class.
Yeah, and the smile breaks out instantly. Like, ooh, I said it. Ooh. John's like, yep, I'm fucking with that. Okay, that's what you're supposed to say. Yeah, you doing all right. You doing all right. She gonna put the, man, you gotta love that, bro. You gotta love fighting, bro.
Last time you would have seen Jon Jones.
And she had a tough last fight, but a win is a win, bro. Especially when you're the champ, dog. It's like people are like, oh, did that last fight make you rethink? It's like, bro, fighting, it's not. I feel like once you're the champ, it's not like a video game where you keep seeing the next harder opponent, harder. Not really, bro. Like, styles make fights, so you might have had a tough fight, and then she might just go out and watch her next opponent. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean like, well, if you struggled in that fight, it wasn't the easiest day for you. Do you feel a bit more human going into this next one? Fuck no. It was a tough fight, and I've already had it. If we do a rematch, I'm washing them. I'm not worried about the next fight. That's what she needed to tell him. But it's okay. She did her thing.
In person, a lot's been made about it. I believe this is the first time you would have seen Jon Jones in person. A lot's been made about it. His bulk up to heavyweight. Does he look like a natural heavyweight to you now?
He's got to take a shot, right? He's got to take a shot. Or if anything, say he looks like a fat-ass heavyweight. He got that belly on him. Got to take a shot, right? Am I tripping? All right, maybe not.
Yeah.
He said, does he look like a natural heavyweight? A lot of it has been made about his big weight gain. Do you think that he now looks like an actual heavyweight?
Yeah.
He thought about it too. Like, should I diss his ass? Yeah, I'll just be honest. He looks pretty good.
I expected a guy like that. He's an athlete, like I say. He is tall. And he worked on it during 3 years. So yes, I expected a big guy, like I say. And he's gonna still fast, he's gonna still well-rounded. I expected, and I did my camp on this kind of guy.
And question for Jon.
That sounds like Henry Cejudo. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That sounds like Henry Cejudo yelling, dog. And he's been working with Henry Cejudo a lot in this camp, bro. Imagine that's him, of all the fans in there, your ass yelling the loudest. I don't know.
At Media Day yesterday, you said that this is...
Go ahead, sir. We're gonna...
My fault. All right, what do I want to get to next? Oh, yeah. Let's get up, like... Right.
So for a few weeks sometime before I...
All right, guys.
I'm saying what?
This is... If it's the right part I'm thinking of, this is, like, disgusting right here. Like, what Jon is about to say is, like, the wildest stuff. And if I'm... I'll just let it play, and then I'm going to get back to y'all.
This is the first time you'd fully dedicate fight week, this fight. The first fight week where you...
Go ahead, sir. We're gonna hear you. Go ahead.
At Media Day yesterday, you said that this is the first fight week where you truly immerse yourself in martial arts. So you dedicate yourself as a true martial artist. What confidence did that give you going into this fight?
I couldn't understand your question quite. What?
I said fight week, not fight week, Media Day yesterday, you said that this is the first time you'd fully dedicated yourself as a full-time martial artist. I'm saying, what confidence do you draw from that?
Oh, I draw great confidence from it,
The first time he ever dedicated himself as a martial artist is this fight. Like, 27-0. How many title defenses does he have? How many hold up. Jon Jones title defenses. Why is it in all caps? I think I was making a thumbnail a second ago. Sorry. 8 successful title defenses. Okay, to be honest, that doesn't make sense. I don't think this is accurate. Yeah, 13 title defenses. I'm like, 8? In what year did he have 8, dude? That don't even make no sense. But yeah, 13 title defenses, and 2 of those, basically damn near 15, bro, because he had to come back and win it back twice. So stop playing with him. But you're telling me you have this on your resume, and you're talking about this is the first week, this is the first fight camp I'm really taking seriously? That is wild. This man is sick. Let's keep it going.
I've learned the importance of just showing up. You know, over the last 3 years, there were times where I didn't know who I was going to fight against, and there were days where I did not want to train. And I was blessed to create a martial arts team where the guys held me accountable. My teammates held me accountable, and so the biggest difference was just showing up. You know, being consistent. And I never really worked like that in the past. In the past, I would do most of my training, you know, just a few months or a few weeks sometime before events. And this time, I've just really given my whole self to martial arts. You know, the last 3 years, it's been almost every single day. And I've enjoyed the grind. I've enjoyed the suffering. I've enjoyed the...
Like, bro, you know how hard it is to become a UFC champion? Like, people go their whole careers and never get there. No disrespect to Chael Sonnen. He was right there, but he never got there. And he'll talk about it pretty freely. Like, yeah, it's very rare company if you ever win a title. Like, I never won one, and I committed my whole life to it. Whole life. People commit their whole lives, bro. And then to remain champion? Bro, you know how stressful that is, dude? Like, you know how on your game you gotta be because you're getting everyone's best night. And no one is not taking you seriously when you're the champion and you just watch your last 5 opponents. Everyone is spending their entire lives from the point that they find out there's a possibility they may fight you to the point, or even let's start when the contract gets signed to make the fight. Bruh, you are their entire life. Like, they're 100% focused on you, and you have what they want. They're hungry for it, and you're defending. Obviously, when you're just by nature, you're on defense. You are defending what you have. They have much less to lose than you do. So you're obviously grinding your tail off, knowing that they're grinding their tail off to try to match or surpass what they're... Then you got Jon Jones, youngest champion of all time. Got the belt at what, 23? 22? I think 20. I want to say 22 actually, but let's just say 23, bruh. And all this time, like, this is the first time in your career. What year did Jon win the belt? You know, it doesn't matter. It was a while ago was the point. And this is the first fight that dude actually prepared for seriously. He said, yeah, I used to just tap in motherfuckers like 3 weeks in, yet he is a tactical maniac. He knows everyone's tendencies. And he takes 3 weeks to do this. 3 weeks to get in shape. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. If I'm Ciryl, I am sick. I am sick. The fact that, one, it would have already been hard to beat you, but now I'm hearing this is the most Ciryl. Why did I catch this guy at this point in his career? Why did you move up at this point? Why didn't you move up 6 years ago, bro? Talking about now you're going to take it seriously, and you just broke down all dudes' tendencies. I'm at a loss for words, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, Jon Jones is just a different level of freak. Like, my boy is off coke every weekend, partying every weekend before fights, and starting to thinking about the fights 3 weeks out, and going out there and dominating. You wonder why he looked a little nonchalant the last 3 fights he had? You wonder why he just looked a little unmotivated? Bro, he's been doing this for years, like his whole career, just like bullshitting. But one thing he talked about is having teammates that kept him accountable. I saw another one, he said, this is the first time I had teammates that held me accountable. And to be honest, there's no doubt that that's not true. I mean, how could you hold the guy accountable? He's clearly not taking it seriously, but I feel like no one could say nothing to him because he's what's getting the gym cracking. He's what's getting the gym lit as far as just UFC goes and MMA goes. He got Jackson, Mike, Winkle, John, all of them, everything going on over there, bro. Rashad was over there at one point. I got it. But John Jones is obviously the most successful star because he's the most successful in any gym. He can walk in any gym, he's going to be the most successful star in there. And no one was holding him accountable. I mean, if you're out partying every weekend, you're barely training for fights. They said he barely trained for that first Alexander Gustafsson fight. And y'all wonder why he came out there looking so damn flat, getting tagged up the entire fight. What happened the next time they fought? Was that 2 rounds? Did Alexander make it 2 rounds? I think he made it 2 rounds. All that takedown defense wasn't there no more. John attacked that leg, figured a few things out, took him down, ground and pound, won the match. So my point is, this is a guy that's doing all of this. He's coming to fights unprepared, and this camp is supporting him like he's the chosen one. Obviously, no one's holding him accountable. So overall, I think he's definitely accurate about that. But then a part of me does wonder a little bit, like, okay, John, we know you were on a little bit of something. You had a little something extra in your body back then. You were out there partying. You weren't taking things too seriously. What if that was helping him mentally? What if this throws him off? Like, 1, he's a lot heavier than he was before. 2, he's obviously, I mean, I assume he's clean. I think if he wasn't clean, he probably wouldn't have that gut, bro. He probably would have the abs that pop out and round type joint. But, so he's clean now. He's fully locked in. What if this does mount the odds against him or mount the pressure for him mentally? Like, all right, I'm all in. Like, there's no reason I should be getting tagged. I studied this guy. I did more studying than I've ever done. I'm more locked in. And then he get tagged? What if that first round he's getting tagged and his takedown's not working? That might be tough. Might be tough on him mentally. All right, now let's see. There was one thing I wanted to play. Hopefully this doesn't